So I woke up this morning it's probably been about 36 hours since my last meal, and I'm not hungry. I feel no cravings, no pangs. My stomach doesn't hurt. One side effect of fasting I've noticed is I get acid reflux when I go to bed. And I don't know if that's just, my body's still producing stomach acid, but I'm not eating anything to soak it up, or I don't really know what causes that. But it does suck. But as far as just hunger, uh, don't really feel that much. I don't feel too tired. I feel pretty okay, pretty normal. I would say energy is like a 6 to 7 out of 10, pretty standard. So somehow the wind today is even worse than it was yesterday, despite how nice it looks out there. If I recorded out there, you wouldn't hear a word I said. So I guess this video will kind of just do a tour of the van. It's not much to tour, but I'm sure there'll be more to the video. I'm sure I'll show a couple things, but so there up front, I keep the Starlink, which goes through the glass window. It's powered by this battery here. This is the one that's connected to the roof with the 500 watts of solar. I keep most of the utility stuff back here in the back. This is a projector I have, goes up against that sheet, looks really good at night. This is for all my cords, electronics, assorted stuff. I have a PlayStation 5 that I keep underneath this futon that I will play games on and, play with my brothers. Starlink, love or hate Elon, I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about the guy, but it is one of the coolest services ever to be able to go, because out here, there's no phone service, there's no internet, there's no nothing, and I can still play video games with my brothers back home. That was always a dream I had when I was a kid, is to find a way that I could go fishing and still play video games with my brothers, which is super, super cool. Technology is just insane. This is my suitcase. It's a duffel bag. It's got all my clothes in it, my jeans, my t-shirts. Garbage bag. I just fill these and dump them wherever easiest, most convenient place is. Heater. And again, all of this is like Facebook Marketplace, secondhand kind of stuff, or like significant discounts. Fridge freezer. Showed that yesterday. The Polaroid camera for any fun adventures we might go on. Let me see if I can get this thing out. I kind of developed a passion for physical pictures because I was going through my old family photos and I found a ton of them. And I thought about it and I was like, man, I don't want my kids to ever have to go through my phone to see family photos. So I thought, why not? Why not try to produce a few physical photos so my kids can, walk around their family home or whatever, if I ever have kids, and kind of see what I was up to. You never know what's on my phone, We'll take a quick selfie. Let it develop. This film's old, so that's probably going to be a terrible quality picture, but who cares? That's the thing, is everybody's like, man, those pictures look like shit. And I'm like, who cares? That's not really the point. The point's not... So do all of the old Polaroids, but I still love them and treasure them because they're my family, So, I mean, you see what I mean, right? Like, that's awesome. My kids are gonna find that someday and be like, what was wrong with him? Why was he like this? And that's just awesome. Like, look at that image. Look at that guy. Look jaundiced. Nice. The weather's calmed down quite a bit. It's feeling really nice. Best weather I've had since I got here. So I'm gonna head back down to my spot down there and see what we can drag out of the lake. We're back in the spot. Again, just fishing worms, seeing what we can catch. I might go grab my other pole, fish 2 poles. Just because I wasn't having crazy luck. I've always liked to read the line more than the pole, so I usually let the line sit a little slack and watch it. Of course, as soon as I get out here, it picks up again. I love my luck. It's alright. Could be worse. Yeah, we got a fish on. Question is it something worth catching? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Yes, it is. Okay. Look at that. Good fighter. Holy schmoly. Yes, sir. Come on, brother. Come on, come on. Oh, what a beautiful rainbow. Ooh, come on, brother. Oh, what a beauty. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Whoa. Come on, brother. Come on, there we go. There we go. Take a look at you. Beautiful rainbow. Hooked pretty deep. I might have to keep him. If I can get it out, I will. But wow. What a beautiful fish. With so much life. Holy schmoly. We got this guy unhooked and it looked pretty clean, so we're gonna try to get him back here, get a nice release on him. And trout, you know, they can kind of be a little finicky, right? So I always make sure to give them as slow a release as they need. There he goes. Back to the shore. Get out of here, buddy. It was a slow release, but there he goes. And I think he's good. I think he's gonna be healthy and fine. What a beautiful fish. That's what we're fishing for, is rainbows like that. Ah, what a blessing. What a blessing to catch that fish. And just a reminder, my friends, that fish was maybe 20 yards off the bank. So big fish aren't always in the middle of the lake. Sometimes you catch them right here. Whew, what a rainbow. What a beauty. You know, I said what a blessing earlier, and I guess that should bring into the fact I used to be fairly Christian. I've lost that faith sense, but I definitely still have the moral compass that comes with being a Christian. But I don't know, saying things are a blessing, implying that things have meaning to them, right? Like you were gifted something, still warms my heart, even though if I'm not sure how much of it I believe. But it makes me feel special, happy. Like I've been gifted an opportunity, you know? Another quick bite on this rod. I don't know if it's still on or if it's gonna jerk it out of these plants. Ooh. Big. Big. We're fighting like hell. Ooh. Big fish. Oh, no, 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 no. 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 Oh. No. Oh. What a tank. What a tank we just lost. Did you hear my reel? Oh. Oh, no. Ah. Damn, that hurts. Ugh. Well, that sucks. It happens. You know, getting back to earlier, we were talking about Jordan. Distracting yourself, right? Right now, food is the thing I'm thinking about the least. I want to get back out there. I want to get something of that size on the line again, because holy schmoly. Dude, 20, 30 yards off the bank. And I hooked into whatever that was. God, that sucks. I didn't get a good hook set because I hit the damn plant. It's on me. It's on me. And I was horsing it too hard. And things you learn when you're fishing, man. You slow and steady, but nobody was Jeremy Wade overnight. But damn, that was a big fish. That was big. But yeah, I'm not thinking about food right now, and I haven't eaten in about coming up on 48 hours now. So this method works for me for now, until I get driven to madness by losing fish like that. Losing fish like that hurts, dude. Who knows what that was? It wasn't really fighting like a trout. It kind of hit like a cat. Kind of just kind of slow took, you know. I'll be back with you when we get our next bite. Line's getting hit again. It's getting hit real slow though. They might have got off it. We're gonna give it a little reel, then a jerk. Nothing, I don't think. I might have got my worm though, my squirm. Or I caught the I'm catching vines, man. I'm catching vines. Some definitely hit it though. This thing's not drifting. This thing is sitting on bottom. Oh well. I kill the camera. We're getting bit again. We're just gonna give it a second. Looks to me like that line is moving. Oh man. These criminals. These little criminals. Hitting me, taking me for walks, and then leaving me. Damn. Oh, I guess it happens. Oh. We're getting hammered. But I think it might just be like a school of aggressive perch. Yeah, nothing again. Oof, duh. I'm so gun shy now after losing that big fish that I'm trying to set the hook in every small damn hit. I gotta calm down. Like that, we're getting hit again. I know if I swapped to smaller hooks, I'd be reeling in every one of these fish, but I don't want to be reeling in every one of these fish because it's just a million perch out there. Just a million perch. Come on, give me that bite. Give me that bite that I want. Take it on a run. Are y'all ever just baffled that we're watching a billionaire lose their mind in real time with Kanye? Like, love or hate his music, it is hard to argue that Kanye wasn't one of the most influential musicians of his period. And like, we've really watched him go from this big time guy to someone who's just insane, for lack of better terms. He's been driven to madness, and a lot of it is his own doing. I mean, I think he was always a little odd, right? But like, it's just so bizarre to watch somebody who, you know, well, I wouldn't say like I had respect for. I would say like I definitely respected him as an artist, and now he's just lost his damn mind. And I think it just goes to show that no matter how successful you get, boys, your mental health's got to be number one. Because Kanye had it all. He had the money. He could have had any woman in the world he wanted. But his mental health was garbage, and he flew off the bandwagon, man. Sad to watch. Got another fish on here. I think it's a perch because it's not hitting hard. No, we don't. Damn, I'm lying today. Maybe I'm just getting schmacked. Just getting the hell schmacked out of me. Like I said, I'm just jumpy because of that big fish. Whatever it was. Big cat, most likely. I actually have no idea. It fought like nothing I've ever caught out here. We're getting smacked on this line again. It's on, I think. But I've thought that the last few times. It ain't looking too great. a small perch. Nope. They keep dragging me into that. It's a beautiful day now. The wind is pretty much gone and it's just a light, cool breeze, dude. Having a great day. Having a great time. A ton of wind is my least favorite weather. I'll fish in the rain. I'll fish in the heat. But damn, heavy wind, man. No, I can't fish in that. It's just the worst. Ooh. You actually gonna take that line, or are you just gonna keep bumping it? I'm getting bumped and dragged into the weeds pretty much every 5 seconds here, which I think me and the perch have come in. Ooh, that was a respectable hit. Gonna do it again? Nope, just a perch, dude. Just a perch. But he hit hard. You're a tough one. You're a tough little perch. Nothing? I'm telling you, man. They're dragging me into these weeds, brother. These bastards. We're gonna swap over. Oh, and there we go. We swap over to a bobber here, just to get the hell out of them weeds. But we should be fishing at about the same depth. He got off. But they're right there, dude. They are smacking right there. Oh, this bank, bro. This bank. Let's get this cast. Right there, man. That's perfect. It's not perfect. We're gonna get it in a little bit. Right there. That's perfect. But I'm just getting crushed right now, but no actual bites. Burger King, can I please get a Whopper Jr. with onion rings? No, I'm not finished. That's not everything. I don't remember the whole thing, but you ever feel that way? Too bad. There's a nice beauty little perch there. Let's get him unhooked. Soft lipped, guys. Try not to rip his damn lip off. Alright. Well, beautiful little guy. Oh, there he goes. Look at the worm he took. Look at the damn worm that perch hit. Crazy. Oh. It's kind of getting smashed out there, but it's not staying down. Ooh, it's staying down now. Who we got? Yeah, I think just a perch or something. If anything, might have got off. I think it's off. Shame. The amount of fake outs I'm gonna be giving this camera, bro. I feel so bad. I won't be posting all of these because I've definitely reeled in about 20 fish that weren't there, so. But it's alright. It's fishing. Maybe this whole thing is a nice B-roll shot. That I'll put some music to, or maybe I won't post this at all. Who knows? Definitely I'll post that trout though. Ooh, fashion to yesterday, it would appear a storm is blowing in, and it's probably going to force me off the water here. Don't know if I'll end the video, but I might. The rest of the videos might be in the van. You might see me turn the camera on running through the rain. I don't know. We'll see. The fishing is, I just want to hook on to whatever that big thing was again, man. So it's hard for me to leave even with this rain, but I know I should get off the water. I want to believe I can snag into that thing again, man. But I don't know if I can. Perch number 5 million. Little guy won't let me get a good shot of him. He's our wriggler. Brother. Come on now. Bye. He's just chilling down there. He wasn't hooked bad at all, so he's fine. There he goes. Fishing 2 lines now. Got the perch line, which is the bobber line, and hopefully catching that big monster again on my left line. God, I'd love to catch that thing again, but I don't think I freaking will. Well, not today. That was a PB fish for me, whatever it was. That was a big fish. And there goes down the perch line. There's nothing actually on it. They're just hitting it. They are hitting it though. Well, I've fished pretty much all day, and no things that have bitten that I would show you. It's just been perch, just a million perch, which, I'm still having fun, but I am running out of worms, unfortunately. I thought that 2 cans would be enough for how long I was going to be out here, but I guess I'm just fishing too big of pieces, or I'm just getting hit too often. So we might go back tomorrow for a short restock, get worms, I guess. I don't know, but the weather held out really, really nice today. That cloud kind of just passed right over. No real rain. Oh, we might be getting hit right here. No, we're not. Just lies. But it's been a beautiful day, man. Super blessed. It's days like today that really make me want to sit and ponder and think, but then again, I feel like I don't have the right to do that because I'm just not that smart. I don't know, it just feels like when you're dumb, why even talk sometimes? Forget that. And I know that's not true. Like, I have opinions that I want to share and think about and talk about with you guys. But I'm sitting here like, nah, that's stupid. Why would I talk about that? Nah, why would I think about that? Nah, yada, 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 yada. When In reality, that's going to be what the majority of this channel is, so I need to just get over it and put it out there. For my fellow people out there who have struggled with grief in the past and are going through grief right now, and, I think you never really get over grief, you know that it hurts some days worse than others. And that's kind of the double-edged sword of fishing for me is it hurts to fish because it reminds me so much of my dad. This was the lake I learned how to swim in. This was the family lake we'd tube here every summer, and now stuff like that's just not going to happen anymore. But it does get me to what I think, what a 24-year-old thinks, right? But what I kind of think the meaning of life is. And I think the meaning of life is to pursue nostalgia. Pursue things that cannot exist, either because they were in the past or because they only existed in fiction. Sometimes we watch TV, we see, the ideal family, we see the ideal person, and we strive to recreate that. We strive to be that. And some of us, grew up with awesome childhoods, and, we strive our whole lives to recreate the environment that our parents gave us, that carefree, that love, that fun. But it's impossible. And that's depressing. It is depressing. But it is. It's not something you can do because it's something that only exists in the past. Something that did happen. It won't happen again. Now, you can get really close. You're going to create really, really good times, and you're going to have a ton of fun trying to get close to the television TV family, to the nostalgia memories. You can get so close, but you're never going to quite be there. But in your pursuit of those memories, you have created the good times that the next generation is looking for. And thus you have perpetuated the cycle. You've contributed your culture, your memes, to the next generation. And it is that simple. The point of life is to try to recreate good times. Ooh, there's a fish on here. Hello. Oh, hello, perch. It looks like he's hooked pretty bad. I'll cut the camera here, and then I'll turn it back on when he's off hooked, and then we'll talk about what I was getting at. That little fish definitely isn't going to make it. He's going to die, but it's all right. I got the hook out of him, so if a bird or another fish eats him or whatever happens to him, nothing's going to get sick. Circle of life. Didn't take anything from the lake. But, yeah, so... Oh. Their perch are hitting pretty quick right now. But because we're creating these good times for other people, we're doing a good thing. Even though we're kind of selfish, right? We're trying to create them for ourselves. But in the pursuit, we're doing an awesome thing. We're making other people's lives better by proxy. And they'll, look for that feeling that you gave them their whole life and try to recreate it. And their kids and their kids and their kids. Kind of gets into the concept of legacy, We spend our whole lives, after my dad died, I was super like, he's gone, man, he's gone. But the stuff my dad did, man, I do all the time. I talk very similar, and that's good and bad, man. I'll catch myself, making some really terrible comments sometimes and be like, ooh, that's something my dad would have said. And that's legacy. I'll teach my kids the same thing. They'll teach their kids, they'll teach their kids, they'll teach their kids. That's legacy. So it's okay. They're not dead. As long as you keep talking, living, having fun, breathing, acting the ways that, they taught you to act, they don't die. Nobody dies. No matter what your religious belief, you can't argue culture. Culture is real. I've gotten deep and philosophical because the fishing has been terrible. Well, it hasn't been terrible. Perch are fun to catch, but you know how it is when you've caught your 500th fish you weren't trying to catch. You're just like, for the love of God, anything but a perch, or anything but a bluegill, or... But I'm not changing spots. This spot gave me that nice trout, and then whatever the hell that big fish was that got off. Damn, I'm mad about that still.
think I'm gonna pack up now. At the end of the day, I did catch my big trout, which is what I wanted. So, but I am just kind of out of worms. So I'm gonna get cleaned up here, head back to the van. Pretty much the same as yesterday. I'll hit you with how I'm feeling today. Oh. Like I said, we are officially 48 hours deep now, I think, into the fast. And the hunger is real. I can definitely feel it. I'm starting to get what I call the fasting headache, where most of the time it's just you're super low on salt, which I have the Gatorade packets for, so hopefully that should help get rid of it. I'm going to probably pack up for the night, play a little video games, just hang out, enjoy this nice evening. It's a really nice evening, guys. It might not come through on the camera, but this is about as nice a weather as a man could ask for hanging out on the water anyway. Ugh, mosquitoes in the nose. Always a fan favorite. Ooh, when I left those windows open, which means there's gonna be bugs in the van tonight. Oh no. It's fine. A couple bugs never hurt nobody. Boodum, 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 boom, boodum, boodum. Gonna wash my hands. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let, 50 cents. No phone, no pool. I mean, look at that view, man. No pets. I ain't got no cigarette sob. Oh, water's pretty clear here, actually. Not too bad at all. Ooh, that's rough. Need to clean under my nails. Again, stuff I'll probably manage when I get home. Little guts right there. Dead fish. Yeah, that's a whole dead fish. That's a perch, I think. Oh, jackass did that. Return into the earth and all that. Fish will eat it. Birds will eat it. Bacteria, all that good stuff. You gotta remember at the end of the day, if you accidentally kill a fish, they'll like eat their babies just cuz. Like, the fish are pretty evil. They're a pretty evil little creature. Beautiful, but evil. And yeah, they can't feel, they probably can feel pain, but I don't really care. They're evil. I didn't care, like, if you shot Hitler, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, that wasn't very nice to Hitler. Alright, so we're not going to run this right now because there's still light out and you never really know if somebody's going to come and be like, hey, why are you camping here? Technically, the sign over there does say no overnight camping. It does say that, but I do it anyway because I'm in a van. I think like it's for down there, no overnight camping. Up here, what could go wrong? I always spill some gas. I try not to. That should be enough for what I'm trying to do. Basically, like, playing video games takes a lot of power. So this is just if my battery gets low, and probably when, because I'll probably play for 3 or 4 hours with my brothers. I can turn that on. It'll charge the battery because the sun's down, and it'll be like I never lost any power. So, oh, slide that closed. See if I can find my curtain here. I think that's it. This is the curtain, the one with snaps. It is. Thank the Lord. Get that light out of our face. Well, all right, guys. Good day. Had fun. Caught that big fish that I wanted to catch. That's the whole reason I'm here, is to catch them. So, well, I didn't catch a ton of them. I didn't get that big thing. I did catch the species I'm after. So, end of the day, it was a win. It was a good day. Oh, make sure I didn't leave my Leatherman down there. Please tell me I didn't leave my Leatherman down there. That would suck. My phone's in my pocket, but not my Leatherman, and I'm not seeing it. Feeling kind of rough. Feeling like I'm about to be walking back down that hill. I'm gonna be walking back down that hill. All right, love it. I love it. Make sure I didn't throw it on the ground next to the pole. You never know when I'm carrying stuff up. Well, I can keep talking to you guys while I go get this, so nothing lost. So I have these. These are Gatorade packets. This one's got oil on it. I had it in my mouth. Gross. I can see the Leatherman over there. These give you a bunch of salt, a bunch of electrolytes. Or maybe I can't see the Leatherman over here. Nope, I can't. That's concerning. I don't have it in my pocket. I got the fish off right here. I can watch the footage. I can cheat. But it shouldn't have gone anywhere. I thought that pile of dirt was a Leatherman. Don't ask me why, my eyes aren't very good. But anyway, yeah, so I mix this with a bottle of water from my fridge. Kind of charges me back up. It gets me back to feeling normal-ish. Like I said, these next 2 days are the worst. So we just kind of truck on through, man, to the best of our ability. I gotta find that Leatherman. Look at that. That's like red 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. That's all the red, bro. Straight up cancer juice, bro. But one problem at a time. Let's get unfat, then we can worry about cancer. Walk on by. Ooh, well, all right. I'm gonna find my Leatherman and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do here. But thanks for joining me today, and have a nice night.